With people-to-people student ambassador programs, you'll get an unforgettable taste of what the world has to offer you. Magnificent sights, thrilling adventures, and new friends from other countries are just some of what you'll experience in people-to-people ambassador journeys on all 7 continents. Traveling as a student ambassador won't just give you the best "what I did last summer" story, it will prepare you for your bright future. You'll meet important people, learn to challenge yourself and take initiative, and experience your own power to make a difference. Once you've seen the world as a student ambassador, you'll be able to achieve more than you ever imagined. Hi, I'm Andrew, and I'm here to tell you about what will probably be the most amazing 2.5 weeks of your life. Think 17 days, 8 cities, and more than 8,000 miles. That's right, I'm talking about traveling to China. From awe-inspiring architecture to engaging people-to-people interactions, you have the journey of a lifetime just waiting for you. First, you'll touch down in Beijing, China's capital and one of the most mysterious and rapidly changing cities in the world. In the heart of Beijing is the Forbidden City, a massive palace complex and the home of China's emperors for more than 5 centuries. It boasts 9,999 rooms and 9 courtyards. I'm thinking maybe 9 was an important number in ancient China. Commoners weren't even allowed inside the Forbidden City until 1925, hence the name, but you'll get to wander its monumental buildings as freely as a king. Then you'll get a completely different view of Beijing, riding in a pedal-powered rickshaw through the old Hutong neighborhoods, one of the few parts of the city that hasn't been taken over by skyscrapers. At a local cooking school, you'll get the chance to meet chefs in training and learn some of their lessons for yourself. This isn't your American version of Chinese food. Think fresh and healthy ingredients, perfectly prepared little bites, and a whole range of flavors from sweet to savory. Prepare your own dishes and then dig in with your delegation. You'll have hands-on experiences with 2 ancient Chinese art forms here in Beijing. First watching cloisonné artists at their delicate work, and later studying Kung Fu with students at a Shaolin school. Then meet up with some playful pandas at the Beijing Zoo. The Summer Palace's beautiful grounds will feel cool and relaxing after the busyness of urban Beijing. Plus, you'll find surprises around every corner, from a marble boat sculpture to an outdoor breezeway that kept the emperors dry in the rain. Of course, no visit to China would be complete without seeing the Great Wall. Originally designed to keep people out of China, now it's a great reason for people to come in, exploring what's left of its 3,000 miles of fortification, and you get to climb it. Kick back in your sleeping berth on the overnight train steaming you inland to Xian. What's the must-see experience in Xian? The world-famous terracotta warriors, buried centuries ago to defend Emperor Qin Shi Huangdi in the afterlife. He was the first ruler to unite a collection of small kingdoms under the Chinese Empire, and he wanted to keep it that way. Each warrior was carved with unique features and details, and pearls were pressed into the ceiling of the pit to represent a starry sky. You'll get the chance to go behind the scenes and help mold the miniature warriors that make great souvenirs. Definitely a step up from bobbleheads. Finish your time in Xian with a peek into the Buddhist faith at the Big Wild Goose Pagoda. About 100 million Chinese consider themselves Buddhists. Start a conversation with a local worshiper and learn about their temple devotions. By now, it's time to explore Guilin. Here you'll experience another side of China, from the jagged mountains known as the Dragon's Teeth to the slower pace of rural living. Check out the region's most famous elephant. Well, not a real one, but a pretty convincing double. Elephant Trunk Hill stretches an arched trunk of stone into the water. Get another view of Guilin's beauty, underground. At the Guanyan Cave, a network of elevators, boats, and rail cars will take you deep into the earth to discover some unbelievable rock formations. Then, the highlight of the whole program for most ambassadors, a 2-night stay in Hongyan Village. It's an entire community dedicated to showing hospitality. Your warm welcome will make you feel instantly accepted. Even if you miss Facebook for a minute, I'll bet that you come to love how simple and joyful country life can be. You'll immerse yourself in a village culture in a way that a regular tourist never could. As an active member of the community, you'll help the village farmers in their orchards, prepare a meal with your host family, speak English with the local students, and maybe even enjoy a pickup game of basketball. A village dance will allow for a real meeting of 2 cultures. Have fun learning a Chinese country dance, and teach your new friends some moves of your own. Soak in the peace and quiet of Guilin when you paddle along the Li River in bamboo rafts. This is truly one of the world's most beautiful places, so be sure your camera's charged. Next, you'll return to the bright lights and big city atmosphere in Shanghai, a city of 16 million people. Find yourself on top of the world as you venture onto the skywalk of the Oriental Pearl TV Tower. The glass floor provides a dizzying view of the city almost 1,000 feet below. Then stroll the Bund, a symbol of the wealth of the seaport city. It's the Wall Street of Shanghai, complete with a stock market, banking centers, and glittering skyscrapers. What the worm turns into a silky cocoon, the craftsmen of Shanghai turn into luxe fabrics. After you've watched the silk fibers get harvested, dyed, and woven, you'll never look at your clothes the same way again. Bend your mind around the feats of the Shanghai troupe of acrobats. You'll meet the performers and get a sneak peek of their skills before enjoying the jaw-dropping show. 2 service projects will share true ambassador spirit with the needy of Shanghai. You'll spend some quality time with special needs students at their boarding school, playing games, singing songs, or reading stories. It's impossible not to feel good here. Share a laugh with these children, and you'll be coming home with your own fan club. You also shop for groceries at a local market for a nearby elderly home, and then deliver them to their grateful residents. On to Suzhou for an amazing people-to-people moment. Much of your student ambassador program will be an exercise in building your confidence. When you're able to communicate with someone who doesn't speak English or to cook delicious Chinese food with your own hands, you'll get this awesome rush of accomplishment. And when you visit a school that trains young athletes in the time-honored game of ping pong, you will not get that feeling. Even if you have a lot of practice and a mean backhand, chances are there's a 6-year-old at this school who can beat you without breaking a sweat, even though he can barely see over the top of the table. But don't get discouraged. You'll still have a great time laughing, making friends during a quick lesson, and some friendly competition. Next, you'll get an inside look at an art form that was born in Suzhou, called Kun Opera. Its vibrant costumes and emotional melodies are so loved by the Chinese people that even the Cultural Revolution couldn't kill its popularity. Talk with local opera performers and their teachers to understand their dedication to their craft. Wuzhen is a small city that will capture your imagination. This ancient water town with doors that open onto bridges or canals has been carefully protected and restored. Stay in a local guest house and play games with students to get a true understanding of life on the water. Last but not least, head to Hangzhou to see its iconic 6 Harmonies Pagoda. Intricate scenes of animals and flowers are carved into its brick facade, and once you climb to the top floor, you'll be rewarded with a fantastic view of the powerful Qian River. Rimmed by lotus blossoms, tea fields, and peaceful pagodas, offers some opportunities to catch the essence of China. Enjoy a final school visit, making friends with school children in Hangzhou, before you begin your journey home via the bullet train to Shanghai. Picture it. Next summer you could be sailing, snorkeling, climbing, playing, tasting, dancing, and laughing your way through an unforgettable adventure, and along the way, gaining a whole new understanding of the world. It's so much more than a summer trip. Your access to new countries and people as a student ambassador opens your eyes to the world outside your neighborhood. And when you combine that global awareness with unshakable confidence and passion for community service, your world is never going to be the same. Believe me, this is an opportunity you don't want to miss. So today, take the first step in your student ambassador journey. Go to people2people.com/apply and get ready to change your world forever.